Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. Hey, Portal with RTX. So, Nvidia released a modified version of Portal with ray tracing technology, and I just thought, let's do a little sightseeing tour. Let's go through and check out the ray tracing. I mean, I'm interested in ray tracing technology. I studied architecture a while ago now, many years ago. And I've always been interested in like lighting simulation, right? And like ray tracing for a long time, it's been this thing it's too difficult to do in real time because it's too computationally intensive. And now these days, as you know, Nvidia has released hardware accelerated ray tracing. But today, just to go through the background technology, even with hardware acceleration, you really can't calculate enough light paths to really have accurate ray tracing if you just try to like ray trace everything. And so what Nvidia does now is they will trace a limited number of rays. I think maybe like two per pixel or something like that. And based on that limited knowledge, they would use AI to extrapolate. So you give the AI limited data, limited lighting data, and the AI will try to guess what it's supposed to be. So in order to like ray trace properly, you would have to trace like thousands of rays per pixel, and that would take like many hours per frame if you did it properly. Like it's just too much calculation, takes too much time. So Nvidia has been working on this, and they use AI acceleration. So they use AI to guess, basically, like they trace a few and then they guess the rest. And the effect is quite good, but sometimes there will be artifacts. Anyway, let me just go into this. Let's just start a new game. And we'll see the state of the current technology, basically, is the point of this playthrough. I might just do the whole thing in one big long video. I'm running a RTX 3060 on a laptop, so it's not a 4080, it's not a 4090, so it's not the best graphics card. So it's not like it's gonna be too amazing. Oh, the mouse is a little slow. Let me adjust my one. Let me adjust my. Wait a minute. What's the mouse speed? Oh, it's into here. Just this to like 4. How's that?
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, the frame rate is not great. I hope it's tolerable for you. I mean, already we can notice a few things. We have shadows now. I don't think we had real-time shadows in the game before. And also, like, this is a great example of how this like AI-assisted ray tracing thing works. You can see the shadow, like, it kind of fades into view. It's because like it calculates a few rays, and then like each frame it will calculate more rays, and then the AI will like assemble those accumulated rays, and then they'll try to figure out what the shadow is supposed to be. And even then there's artifacts. You can see like what's this like black line in the middle here. So there's artifacts. And the ray tracing is not quite real time. You see how it fades in? And you can see it in a lot of things too. I believe... Oh, there was a shadow there. There was a light there, casting a shadow there, but that shadow's gone now. Did you see that? There was a shadow of the lamp thing before. I was going to talk about that. How that light was casting a shadow there. But now that this has turned on, I believe the portal ring is also a light source. You can see a little bit of the orange bleeding out into there. In fact, the blue light there, that kind of little bleeds out into there as well. it's actually quite subtle, these effects. Oh, look at that. Look at those black tiles right there. Like, you really kind of look away and you look at it. They kind of fade into view. You see how the lighting kind of fades in? So this is how Nvidia, or this is like one of the ways Nvidia has has compensated for the inability to calculate the lighting in real time. Is that they would like calculate over a number of frames, and then they'll add up all the numbers to give you a better image over time. Here we have a RTX 4090. It's not plugged in though, so it's not giving us any heating here. If it was plugged in, it would provide very good room heating. Oh, look! The glass is a mirror. Look at that. That's a new effect. So that wasn't in the original Portal. So ray tracing allows you to have these effects. Oh, look! I'm also reflected. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like they've put more priority on the mirror effects than they have on the shadow for it. Like this. Like, you see how kind of fuzzy that is? Although, you know, it kind of fades in eventually. So this is not very high priority, because you can see it's not very good quality. But the reflection, the mirror reflections, the glass reflections, this is very high priority. They obviously, like, use a lot of computational resources on this, and a lot less on the shadow, right? You can see it. Look how detailed that is. What else do I have to say? What else? I think that's it for now. Alright, let's move on. So do I cast a shadow on the opposite wall? No. Where are the light sources? We have to remember that with older games, I mean even with newer games, a lot of the lighting in the room is not real. Like, you know, supposedly there's a light source there, there are light sources on the portals, but we might find that there are in fact light sources where they aren't supposed to be, because like, where's that coming from? Oh, I see, there's hidden lighting. Was that recessed lighting always there? Interesting. There's recessed lighting on the edge of the ceiling. I don't know if that actually contributes. Although you can see how there's specular reflection of the little divots on the wall. That's interesting. See how it glitters a little bit? Yeah, that wasn't in the original Portal. That's definitely new. The fact that it moves, can you see it moving on the screen? You can, right? It's a little strange, but it's because it's like every frame it calculates, and it just kind of remember that it's tracing some rays and then extrapolating the others, and so each extrapolation might be different. So every frame it might be extrapolating a different thing. The AI is doing a pretty good job, but oh, look at that texture. It's pretty good, huh? It's doing a pretty good job, but sometimes there will be inconsistencies. Like, what is that? What is that down there? Like, what is that light there? I guess that's reflecting off that. Fascinating. Alright, let's keep moving. What's going on there? I guess that light goes out to the... Okay, so there's the recessed lighting there, so there's that little blue thing there. And then this line is because that light is kind of projecting out in a pyramid shape. It's actually, I mean, you might think, oh, we just take an old game and then we just apply new lighting to it and everything is going to be good. It actually doesn't work like that, because with older games, as I was saying before, a lot of the lighting in older games is faked, right? In order to make it look good without physically based lighting, you have to like fake the lighting, like put lights in places where there aren't supposed to be lights, just because you have to fake the global illumination to make sure that people can see things, and you don't have like pitch black shadows everywhere. And so if you put ray trace lighting into an old game, you basically have to redo all the lighting. So It's actually more work than you might imagine if you are not familiar with lighting in games. Like, what's going on there? There's two. See that? There's two lights, right? So there's one shadow. That and those two lines is those two lines there, right? And then there's a second. So there's two lights. Look at that. There's one light and there's a second light. Where is this shadow coming from? There, and then this shadow is coming from there, right? So this is supposed to be an area light, but it's not quite an area light. It's kind of, it's taking a few samples from the area, because some of this doesn't really make sense. Because like, look, there's a shadow going that way, which is that thing. There's a shadow going that way, which is that thing. So there's a light right there in the middle, right, to create those two shadows. But what happened here? It's supposed to be like an area, but I think, yeah, like area lights, I think it's having a little bit of difficulty. I think it's taking a few samples from the area light, but it's not taking enough samples to give you an accurate simulation. Because that's not right. Like that shadow and that shadow really shouldn't be there. But again, because the window is so large, it's very difficult to have enough rays traced to actually give you proper lighting. Yeah, no, I mean, even in the first room, we can start to find artifacts like this. So ray tracing, it's good, but it's not. I mean, you can see there's still a very long way to go before we have like actual perfect lighting. I don't know if we're ever gonna get perfect lighting in video games. So, what can we say about ray tracing? It's a step forward. It's a step forward, but there's still a long way to go before it's really perfect. All right. What I really want is a portable light source. Is this thing a light source? I mean, there's little glowing lines on it, which again, that wasn't in the original game. Can I use this as a portable light source? Kind of. Oh, look at that. Look. As I like put it against the wall, it casts a shadow, and then it figures out there's a light source, and it glows a little bit. You see, like you see how the shadows there they're not real time, because there's little blue lines there, right? And so the blue lines will put a blue glow against the wall, right? So if I like, so the shadow, there's a light. Where's the light? The light's there. The light's there. So it's casting the shadow on the wall. But it takes a while, and then it figures out, oh, there should be a little bit of blue here, and then it puts the blue in, and then I move it, it takes away the blue, and then it adds the blue back. Maybe the portable lights are low priority, right? Maybe the static lights are higher priority than the portable lights. I'm not sure, because it seems to figure out that shadow first, and then the blue glow afterwards. So there's kind of like a sequence of priority for this thing to calculate. Right, there you go. Like it goes black and then it goes blue. And then when I move a little bit, it goes black and then it goes blue. It goes black and then it goes blue, right? And well, I wonder, as I said before, I'm on RTX 3060. I wonder how much difference a 4090 would make. Now that I see this, how much faster is the 4090? If you imagine it's twice as fast, maybe, I mean, if it's twice as fast, it'll be half as noticeable, right? Or maybe it doesn't scale like that. Maybe it doesn't. It's not a linear relationship. There was a purple light here. Okay, there's a purple light there. Can we see the purple light against the cube? Oh, there it is. Oh, very good. Look at that. Dynamic colored lighting. Very cool. Well, how much detail should I go into this? Alright, so with old technology, before we have hardware ray tracing, what games used to do is they would bake in the lighting into the texture, right? So they would make the model, they would make the space, put the lights in the space, and then they would have the game engine calculate the lighting, the ray tracing. Not in real time, they would pre-calculate, and then they would bake the shadows, the lights and shadows into the textures. And so what happens is, if you have a room in a game where the lights didn't move, then everything looks really good. Like you can make something look like this. If the lights don't move, you can just pre-calculate all this and just like put that into the game. The problem with pre-calculating is anything that does move can't be part of the calculation, because once you move, so imagine if like you put this here and you pre-calculate that, and so you have like this black shadow in this spot here, and then you take the box away, the black shadow would still be there because the shadow is just baked onto the texture, right? So the pre-calculated lighting cannot factor in moving items, whereas the real-time ray tracing, you can factor in moving items like this. You can like have shadows and lights change dynamically, right? And previously you would have a different lighting system for the static things, and you have a different lighting system for the moving things, the dynamic things. So like this, you could do this, like having the orange light affect the moving object, because the moving object is only one small thing. You have the orange light there, and you would dynamically calculate this part. But you wouldn't have enough computational power to dynamically calculate. So you can have the static lights affect dynamic objects because you only have a small number of them, but you can't have the dynamic lights affect the static objects because there's too much static geometry, and it would take too much to calculate everything on the fly. Does that make sense? Like, it's so complicated, right? Move on. Oh, that's transparent. That's transparent, you guys! Is that glass or plastic? I think it's... Is that glass? It looks like glass. Oh, cool. Hey, refraction. Transparency and refraction. That's just... I mean, that's like... this seems a little gratuitous. It's just gratuitously showing off translucent textures. Am I right? Alright, fine, now that you do it.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science weighted storage cube.
Oh, look at how the red light kind of bleeds into the cube. Oh, I wonder if somebody's gonna do this. Just have like, can you record the movement and then like just have side by side original portal and ray tracing portal like perfectly side by side by recording the movement? That'd be cool. Anyway, I'm still looking forward to getting a portable light source that I can bring into a room like this. Also, look at that. Look at that. High dynamic range lighting. So it's like HDR. This is like real HDR as opposed to simulated HDR, which used to be the case. Oh, the reflections. Look at that light coming off those little bumps. The fact that it takes like half a second to calculate is a little bit disconcerting, though. It's like the world only exists when you look at it. When you don't look at it, it doesn't exist. When you don't look at it, it's not there. I mean, that's exactly what's going on, right? It's only when you look at it that it comes into existence when you look at it. I think this recess lighting was never here in the original game. In fact, look, the textures don't even line up. Look, that's a square. They cut off the edge of the square and just put lights behind there. Because I don't think this would work at all without, like, because they changed from like, you know, fake lighting to physics lighting. you have to put a light source into these dark rooms, otherwise they won't work. And I guess they decided they're gonna put recessed lighting around the edge of the walls. And that's how they're gonna do it. Because otherwise this doesn't really make any sense. Like, this is just gratuitously cut a line. Anyway. Yeah, as I said before, if you try to like relight a game, you kind of have to make some changes. Like, it's not gonna work otherwise. What is this stuff? It's kind of like dirty linen. I seem to remember in the original game, this linen was not nearly as dirty. Is this dirty, or is it just like the geometry and the ray tracing having trouble? I think maybe it's just the ray tracing having trouble with the irregular geometry, because look at it. It's supposed to be like a padded wall, and there's literally, you know, bumpy bits. And I think like the shadow, the lighting is having the AI is having a hard time trying to figure out where the shadows are. It's a lot easier to understand when it's just like boxes and squares, whereas when you have like irregular geometry, I think the AI is having a little bit more trouble trying to figure out where to put the shadows. I mean, it's trying, but it's making it look like it's just like dirty fabric. Looks kind of grotty actually. Like, ew. Hasn't been washed in a few years. Ew. Oh, look how glittery this is. So this is a glass, right? It's like textured glass. It's not supposed to vibrate like this. Look at this. See it vibrating? It's not supposed to vibrate like that, obviously. Again, it's the AI trying to figure out what this is, and the AI is not quite managing to understand. It's can't quite make up its mind as to what it's supposed to be, and so it's like so it's mostly there, but it kind of moves a little bit, right? Yeah. So I think we can understand this as there's just a little bit too much detail here, because if you just look at it, right, it's a very intricate texture, and we're not casting enough rays for the AI to know enough detail to know like what exactly this is supposed to be. And so it's trying its best, but it's kind of wobbling a little bit. I mean, like if you have a big flat white wall and you only have like 5 rays, for example, I mean, you can figure it out. Like, you know, one part of the wall is more or less the same as the other part of the wall. Whereas when you have like really intricate things like this, and you have like irregular texture like this, one part of that is not like another part of that, because they're all facing in different directions, right? And so it's just that the more intricate it is, the more information you need for the computer to figure out. Can you see that? I don't want to move the mouse, because if I move the mouse it might go away. At the bottom right of this panel, there's a little patch there that doesn't fit. You see that? Like about 3/4 of the way down, 1/4 of the way from the right hand. What is that? If I move the mouse, does it go away? Oh no, it's still there. It's still there. What happened there? What happened there? What's this? It's not on any of the other ones. Oh, it's on that one. Oh, maybe maybe somebody messed up this texture. Or maybe like somebody puked on the wall. Alright, what else can we look at? Oh, this is so interesting. Oh, wait, there's lights, there's like multiple. Okay, I get it. It's not just that these are like really textured. Look at, there's like multiple lights here, that's why. There's a lot of lights and a lot of detail, okay. Again, if there's one light and there's a flat surface, easy. If there's like 10 lights and then the surface is all bumpy, it's very difficult to calculate. Oh, I wasn't looking at the light, I wasn't looking at the room. Because that turns on, right? I really want a dynamic light that I can control, so I can examine these details.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super button.
Alright, so the glass continues to reflect. And this thing was in the corner before, in the shadow, and it looked really cool. The way it was self-illuminated. Crap. Well, now that I'm here, what happens when the portal activates? Not much.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
Textured glass with reflections. Look at the reflections of that line of light. Or is that refraction? Look at the refractions of that line of light through that little wobbly bit of glass there. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Very cool. Where am I going? Oh wait, I'm supposed to go out. Look how red that is. Colored lights. The colored lights really show off the ray tracing technology. Dynamic colored lights. Oh, look at that. Look at that out there, look at that.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
I was trying to catch, like, this thing lighting up the space as it turned on. It didn't seem very noticeable. What's the portal gun doing? It creates a light source in front of it.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
I was looking at this little lit patch here, trying to find the light source, and there it is. There's the light source. Look at that. Can I cast a shadow on it? Oh, there you go. Casting a shadow on it. What do? Alright, so this is a light source, right? Can I, like, put a light source? So the light comes from there. Hold on. Light comes from there, over there, right? So if I put the portal there, the light should come out here. Does that work? No. No, oh wait. What do you mean? What do you mean I can't do that? No. Oh, yes. Oh, wow, look at that. The light is there. It's casting my shadow onto there. The rays trace through the portals. Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course the rays trace through the portals. Why would you put ray tracing in portal if the rays don't go through the portals, am I right? The light is there. My shadow is there. Excellent. Excellent. See, this is not just the relighting. This is not... This is like, you know, it's not just... Oh, we just take Portal and we put ray tracing in it. No, they've worked out how to ray trace through portals. And the portals are dynamic, remember that, right? So if I put that there, now it'll be somewhere else. Now it'll be there. Well, it's kind of, it's on the glass, so you can't really see it. You can see the top and the bottom of that. It's dynamic. Dynamic.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
Is that a light source? Can we make that a light source? No. Wait a minute, there's a QR code. What's the QR code? Excuse me. Let me get my phone. Was that QR code always there? Is that new? Was that in the original portal? Hold on. How do I do this? Can I just do it with my camera? No, not that one. Camera. No? What is that? How do I... Google Lens? Omniverse Kit. What is Omniverse Kit? It's a website? This site cannot be reached. I mean... Hold on, what's going on? Let me just go into Chrome. I just want to see what this is, right? Omniverse Kit SDK. It's from Nvidia. What is Omniverse Kit? I guess it's what they use to build this, right? Powerful toolkit for developers to build their own apps, microservers, or plugins for their ecosystem. Investigate me and run headers. Omniverse extensions are small pieces of code purpose-built to achieve a specific task. Extensions are authored in Python. I don't know, is this what they use to build this? Okay. Anyway. It does have the Nvidia logo on it too, so... it's not a portable light source, or maybe it's just not putting out enough light. I was trying to get, like... What I really want is a torch, so I can... like... experiment with lights in a controlled way. Oh, let me... Does this thing explode? Hold on. Is there a lighting effect when I take this through the... No! I mean, it doesn't emit light into the space. Alright, so we're gonna try and... Maybe there's too much lighting. So that thing should emit light, right? How does that affect...
Please proceed to the chamber lock.
Okay.
Mind the gap.
It's very subtle. Like when it turned on, like up half a second later, this space started to glow a little bit. So it does kind of put light into the space. But I think there's actually too much light coming out from the edges there for you to notice very much. Like, if there wasn't this light, this space would be like really dark. Actually, maybe as we move forward into the other spaces, near the end of the game we go into a service area. Maybe back there it'll be more apparent, because the testing chambers, they're designed to be like bright white light-filled spaces, right? And so it's very hard for us to play with contrast because everything is really bright. I want to find a place where we can play with contrast. That's just a big old orange pit. Yeah, no, let's just keep moving until we can get both portals, and then we
Well
can...
done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
And then we can have more controlled experiments with the ray tracing. Too bad they didn't do Portal 2. Portal 2 has more stuff in it, like lasers, light bridges.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
Oh, they put floor lighting? Why did they switch from ceiling to floor? Why did they switch from ceiling to floor? I guess the ceiling is too tall here. I mean, the issue is the light. If you have a really tall ceiling and then you put the lighting on the ceiling, then it wouldn't reach the floor because it's too far away. But you can see how, because it's on the floor, we have like bits like this with the lights coming out from the floor, which is quite strange because usually you don't have floor lighting. Architects usually avoid lighting things from underneath because you look really unnatural. Like, you know how when you tell ghost stories, you take a torch and you put it under your chin and you put the light up. The reason you do that is because you look really unnatural when the shadows are reversed. Like you look like something strange is happening. So like your brain naturally is spooked out by reverse shadows. So usually people, like architects, don't put lighting on the floor because it makes everybody looks really ghostly and unnatural and spooky, right? So if it's Halloween, then you can do this. If you're having a Halloween party, put all your lighting on the floor and then everybody looks spooky. But otherwise, you usually don't do this. Yeah, but I guess they had nowhere else to put the lighting. Because as I said, if you put it on the ceiling, then it'll be too far from the floor and then the floor will be dark. Although in this case, the floor is kind of dark anyway, because the light's right there. It has to bounce there and back down to hit this. Yeah, I don't know why they chose to make it floor instead of ceiling, because up until now they put it on ceiling. And it worked fine. What happens down here? Not much, really. We don't have a light directly back there, so... Oh, that's weird. If I like... Because the shadow is not quite real time, like you said, when you move across like this, the shadows stick to the wall a little bit. Or is that the smoke? No, that's the smoke. My bad. All right. So when you bash the cube against the wall, there are smoke effects. I see. I mean, the shadows do stick to the walls a little bit because it takes like half a second
Once again,
to calculate.
excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
Look how dark that is.
For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
So because this is physically based lighting, so like how dark a surface is is a function of how much light it reflects, right? So white reflects a lot of light, black reflects very little light. And when you have a black room like this, even when you have, like, this is a very bright light, but even a very bright light coming into a black room, it really doesn't light up the space at all. Like this space is not lit up at all, really. Like, we have a lot of light flooding in through there, flooding in through there, flooding in through here. But because the surfaces are all black, like, it's still a dark room somehow, even though there's like all these lights around. Again, architects generally will have light-colored walls and ceilings, and even floors, and not dark-colored things. Because, like, if you have dark-colored... Oh, that looks cool. If you have dark-colored walls and ceilings, it just means you have to put in a lot more lights just to make things visible. So you spend more money on lighting, basically, is what you have to do. So is that... what's going on there? So the camera has an orange thing in front of it, right? I was playing with this little camera before. Oh, that's quite bright actually, look at that. You couldn't see it on the white walls because it's already too bright. Right? Because there's already too much light everywhere else. The light from the camera doesn't really show because, like, it's not enough contrast. But in the dark room though, there is enough contrast and you do see the light from the camera. So that's cool. And again, this sort of stuff is... it's more difficult to make like this, what I call like the fake lighting, or like fake lighting versus ray trace lighting. Ray tracing, like, you just put the lights in, you just put in the lights, you put in the textures, and the computer calculates everything else. The fake lighting requires a designer, a human, to adjust non-physically based lights manually to make things look good. And it's very hard to do like complex lighting scenes manually, just because there's so many things you have to deal with. Whereas with a ray trace, like with a you know, when it's done by the computer just calculates everything by itself. So little details like the camera putting a red light on the black wall but not on the white wall, like things like that, it would be quite difficult to do without ray tracing. It's not impossible. I was gonna say, like, you know, you wouldn't do this without ray tracing. You could do that sort of thing without ray tracing, but you would have to manually write the rules for every little thing, and it would be like very difficult to just go through and like manually do everything. Whereas with ray tracing, you just put in the numbers and then the computer calculates everything. Alright, again, this is gonna turn on, right? So let's see how this affects the space. Oh, look at that. The space lights up a little bit. Oh. Oh wait, there's no other portal. Where's the other
Certain
one?
objects may be vital to your success. Do not destroy testing apparatus.
Alright, so we need to grab the cubes. Oh yeah, that's right. What can I do here? So there's a light source there, right? If I put a portal there... Huh. Shouldn't that come through there? Or is this box in the way? Right? Or is that not bright enough? I guess that's not bright enough. Alright, fair enough. I mean, the way that casts shadows, and the shadows are accurate. Hold on, if I move this... It does take a little while to finalize the shadows.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
Again, the floor lighting. And then the ceiling lighting. You would not do that if you were designing the whole thing from scratch. You would only do that because you're retrofitting these lights into here, right? Although I do appreciate that they made this line up with the texture. Does that line up? Oh, they made the little cuts in the ceiling lined up with the ceiling tiles. That's good. So I mean, they're paying attention. The Nvidia people are definitely paying attention to these little details, right? That you don't cut the tile halfway. Although, I mean, look, there's 2 of those ceiling tiles to one wall tile, and then this ends on half the wall tile. Why doesn't that end there, for example? Anyway, let's keep moving. Let's not be too critical. It's hard. It's hard to like go back into someone else's work and retrofit a lot of lights into it. You get this sort of thing in the real world too, like when you renovate a building. Oh, do you see that moving light? Oh yeah, moving light. Look at that moving light. Yeah, like when you renovate like old buildings, you would end up with little bits and pieces that don't quite fit. It's actually quite interesting. Oh yeah, moving lights.
Life safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science high-energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
Wow, look at that. Could you do that with not ray trace? No, you couldn't do that with not ray trace. Because, look, what does not ray trace mean? Not ray tracing means that you just calculate the light path directly from the light source to the surface. But this is the light path from the source to the surface, reflected off the surface and into your eyes, or into the, into the camera. So you couldn't do this without ray tracing. Because this is light reflecting from the board to the surface to you. Oh, this is great. This is definitely ray tracing. Look at this. We have RTX, everyone. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived at ray tracing. Ah, very good. Can I get myself killed? Alright, let me let the ball out. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. Where else can I put it? Oh, I didn't mean to. Well, let's let that expire. Oh, I know. Let's put it into a smaller space. I mean... Yeah, no, there's no way you could do this without ray tracing. Because you need at least 1 bounce. Oh, can we get more than 1 bounce? Do we have more than 1 bounce? Wild. We can't really see it like this, can we? By more than 1 bounce, I mean like have the light bounce off the wall, off the other wall, and then we see it. Maybe that's too much to ask. I think that's too much to ask. Because the other thing is, every time you bounce, you have to like do one more calculation, right? So if it's just directly from the light source to the wall, that's one calculation. From the wall bounce to somewhere else, that's a second calculation, and then from that surface to a different one. So the amount of like bounces exponentially increases the amount of calculations you have to do. I think we have a maximum of 2 bounces. I think that's the settings. Very good. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, look. Where is that red light? Hold on. That red light is faked, because there's no red light here. Unless it's this. Oh, how would you do that? Like a directional lights. Have we seen directional lights yet? Because we haven't really seen directional lights yet, because all of these are omnidirectional. Like the energy ball is omnidirectional. And it seems like everything else is kind of just like omnidirectional, or rather like, you know, this panel just lights up. Whereas this, for a light down here to put a targeted circle on the ceiling, it would have to be like really focused and direct. I think that's fake. I don't think that's ray traced. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong. The way to test this is if we have... Actually, is if I get the ball out of here, and then I put the portal there, and then if I see the red dot appear there, would that prove that it's ray traced? Not really, would it? Because it could just be faked. Is there a red dot there? No.
Unbelievable. You.
Subject name here.
Must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move on. Ray tracing, baby! Look, can you see the ad? Oh, it's behind my face, crap. Look at the little window down there. Anyway, it was more sparkly because the elevator was moving too fast and the AI wasn't keeping up with what's going on outside the little
Warning
window.
devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety.
Oh, the lighting. Look at the way that... Look at the lighting intensity. Oh, amazing. The fall off, the geometric fall off. That's so good. Okay, first we do this.
Good. Now use the aperture science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Do I cast shadows on the walls? No, it's from that window there. Oh, can I get in here? I can. No, yes I can. What would be... Oh, I could have put the ball in here, the energy ball into here. Look at these panels. Look at these panels. Amazing. I mean, alright, honestly, I always thought those panels were ugly as heck. It's just like black square panels that's like a little bit ridged in front and like, oh, ew. But now that we have ray tracing, they look amazing.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
With ray tracing and it looks great. Look at those shadows. Look at those shadows. Look at the shadows on the moving light. I mean like under the platform there, right? Look at those shadows. Did you have that back in the original Portal? It's really good. It's really good the way the energy ball lights up the whole space.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
I'm looking out this little window out here.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Glowing cube. We're back to the floor lighting. There's a bit of a shadow back there, right? Let me move this into here.
The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
I guess the self-illuminated little blue bits on the cube is not really enough light to make much of a difference.
Once again, the Enrichment Center offers its most sincere apologies on the occasion of this unsolvable test environment.
Alright, there's no new lighting features for us to really examine in this puzzle.
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
I just realized how much light there is in the elevator. They put a lot of lights in the elevator. I mean, there's little... Even that, look, there's recessed lighting in there as well. Why is this elevator so detailed and there's so many lights in here? Like, there's lights... There's like vertical lights there. There's little lines of light around there. That's lit. Lights outside the elevator.
Hello again. To reiterate, previously, momentum.
I don't think there's anything new for us to see here.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
The flickering bits... Oh, it's still flickering. What's going on there? Ah, that's interesting. So, the metal tube is highly reflective. And it can't figure out... Or it can't settle on a particular calculation. Look at that. Why is it doing that? Why is it not able to... I mean, the light's not moving, is it? That's very interesting, and then maybe this is something that Nvidia wants to look into. It seems like under certain conditions, the simulation is unable to settle on one particular answer for how this is supposed to be lit. And it's just constantly changing. Maybe it's because they affect each other. So like one changes the other one, and so on. And so they all affect each other. And that leads to maybe some sort of feedback loop where the ray tracing AI, trying to extrapolate the limited number of rays, is unable to settle on one final answer. Like this whole metal tube is just flickering non-stop, right? I think this is a problem. I think this is a problem that Nvidia needs to solve, because this is not right, clearly. Or maybe there's some sort of fire texture back there that I don't know about. I mean, it's not moving, is it? The other possibility is that the light sources are actually animated, and so it doesn't seem like it though, does it? Like everything else, you see that? You see how, like, when I move around, you see how it kind of focuses? Like as you trace more rays and the AI gets more information, it kind of settles on a fixed solution, right? It settles on the final like answer for how to light this. Whereas, like, you know, they kind of fuzzes up a little bit and then it kind of sharpens because it's kind of like narrowing down the solution. Whereas here, it is not narrowing down the solution. It is in fact failing to narrow down the solution. Interesting, and probably something wrong with the way this is being calculated. One possibility is that the light back there is just too bright. Because look how bright this is. And this is reflecting off that, is that right? What is that reflecting off of? It could be it's just that it's too bright and the numbers are too big. And so the brightness numbers are too big, and so then the simulation is not doing this right. This happens with physics simulations, by the way. If you play Skyrim, I'm sure you play Skyrim. Remember how, like, Skyrim physics used to bug out, and like Half-Life 2 physics used to bug out? So with physics simulations, if you don't have a proper upper bound on like velocity, the things could like move around, like it could get into a situation where the geometry intersects when it's not supposed to, because the simulation is like it's in frames, and like if in one frame it's above, in the other frame it intersects, then because it intersects it bounces away. And so that bounce could be so energetic that it creates something that moves way too fast. And so when you run physics simulations at a low frame rate, it can bug out like this, in the kind of like a similar way. I mean, this is lighting, not physics, but the numbers, because of, you know, the way it interacts, you end up with things just like bouncing around and not settling into a final answer. It feels like that, like it has that sort of, because you see how everything flickers. It could be like the calculation is unable to settle on a solution because the numbers are too big and it's just kind of bouncing back and forth between two extremes. It would be a particular quirk with the algorithm, right? Interesting, and also something that I can't fix because I don't know how the numbers are calculated here. We have to go down there. Let me just look at this. Yeah, maybe that's too bright. Because what's back there is the same as what's back here, right? In a way, it has to be so bright because otherwise... Yeah, no, that's really bright. The fact that it kind of bounces off a black surface and it comes back almost full brightness. Like the brightness of that... Yeah, so in order for a black surface to reflect that much light, it has to be very, very, very bright. And I suspect it's because it's so bright that... Oh look, it's... When we're further away, it settles. When we're closer, it messes up. That's super interesting, actually. When we step back, it... Oh, no. Well, it's still flickering a little bit. And then it stops. Yeah, maybe it's just because like they're shiny surfaces and they're reflecting off of each other.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
I wonder what would happen if they didn't make that so bright. Would that fix the problems? Or maybe if I had a 4090 instead of a 3060. Maybe if I just get a bigger computer.
The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Alright. So this is the second gun. Press E to use. Oh crap. That moving light source is so distracting. The moving light source is reflecting. Hold on. What's going on? What is that doing? Oh, there's another window over there. Is that right? There's a window over there. I thought it was also reflecting. Hold on, can I get back out? I'm trying to figure out the moving light and where the shadows are being cast. No, it doesn't quite bounce into like it doesn't quite do secondary bounces, I don't think. Do I need to time this differently? I do, don't I? Oh, wait. Alright, good. Alright, now we have both portals. Well, soon. Soon we have both portals.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture two linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in.
Subject hometown, here.
Alright, next thing we need to find is a bright light source. And then we can experiment with light going through portals. Yeah, so the thing that really shows off the ray tracing, real-time ray tracing, is moving lights. Moving colored lights. I guess if you have like a racing game or a city sim, you have like headlights on all the cars. Oh, that'll be good. In the rain, like the rain, so everything's reflective anyway. And like all the headlights of the cars and like ambulances with their like flashing lights and everything. Alright, what do we have?
If you either fling yourself, fling into space.
We don't get to do anything too fancy yet. Do we? No. What do I need? I need... I need that. And then we need this on the button. How do we get over there? Is there running? There's no running. I'm always running.
We...
No, it doesn't really help. I was gonna say, well, let's look at ourselves. Oh, hey, look, that's me. Is it a newer model? This looks like the Portal 2 model. Did the Portal 1 model look like that? No, this is better than... Well, no, it's... I think it's been retextured. I think it's the Portal 1 model, but retextured. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's retextured. Okay. I wish they put like high visibility materials on my jumpsuit though. You know, like high vis vests where it reflects light really well. I wish they put a high vis material on my jumpsuit. That's I glow. I glow in the light. Anyways, let's move on. Oh yeah.
Now that you are in
Moving
control of
lights.
both portals, this next test could take a very, Very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
So you're supposed to put a box here to get out, but you don't have to. You can just get out like this with the box. Alright, regarding this, so we have a moving light there. And then I need like a space where... Get over here. Wait. Maybe let's put that closer to the corner there. When the light goes past... Oh wait, nothing? Oh, that's disappointing. Wait a minute. The moving light source... Oh, it does. Hold on. Yes, it does. I just put it in the wrong place. So the moving light source... Oh, look at that. And then we put the box here so it casts a shadow. Ah, the light travels through the portal and it casts the shadows through the... Ah, it's so good. It's portals. Now we're ray tracing with portals. You can't do this without ray tracing. Could you? I mean, look, shadows. A lot of games have shadows, and shadows are a form of ray tracing. I mean, real-time shadows. But you would only like put the shadows on the things that move. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think you could do this with the fake shadows. Or it would be really hard to do this with the fake shadows. But with ray tracing, this would just be part of the simulation, right? Ah, yes. Ah, imagine... Maybe I should buy Cyberpunk. What is Cyberpunk like? I mean, I don't have Cyberpunk. Is there Cyberpunk RTX yet? I really want like a noir game, like a Blade Runner game, where it's like it's always nighttime and then there's like moving lights and shadows. Except I wonder if you put too many light sources in it, would the simulation fail? If you keep up with Nvidia's graphics research, they're getting quite good at doing this sort of thing. By this sort of thing, I mean like light transport algorithms, real-time light transport algorithms with ray tracing. Like they're getting quite good at doing this sort of thing. I'm just wondering, like, imagine like a city. I was saying this earlier. A city at night. It's raining. There's cars. And a city like Hong Kong or Tokyo, where there's like a lot of billboards, right? A lot of neon lights. Oh yeah, and everything's ray traced. Everything casts real-time shadows. All the glass reflects properly. I mean, do we have enough hardware power to do that sort of thing yet? Maybe we don't. Ah, this is so good. It's so good. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get through this. Well, I can I can move the ball somewhere else, right? Let's try and not kill myself. I'm gonna put it really close to the wall because contrast. And then let me move that there. That's better. That's even better. I need. Can we get this thing to last longer? I need more time to experiment. Anyway, let's get out of here. So that one, that one. Oh. Can I kick it? I can. Nice. Oops. Great. And then... Great. Alright, let's get out of here.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
I mean, it's good. What I need is like a testing room. Or like, I need a portable light source. I need like a glowing ball of light, or maybe like a directional light, like a torch. Like a really bright torch. So I can play with lighting. Can we get a brighter cube? Is the companion cube gonna be brighter?
All subjects intending to handle high-energy gamma-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
How do we get up there again? There? I have to go through here first, right? I was thinking, could I just get through here without... Alright, so orange on that side. I do want to jump across. I should jump across. Alright, jump across. How good is that? That's right? So orange. Like, you see how good that looks? I just want a glowing ball of light that I can hold. It was orange on the other side, right? Oh, hold on, which one? I forgot already. Was it blue on that side or orange on that side? Blue. I messed up. It was orange? Okay, blue there, and then orange. Unbelievable. Orange over here.
Very, very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Somebody needs to make a game that really makes use of ray tracing. It will be something with a lot of contrast. A noir game. Because so far, the ray tracing that's been put into games, it hasn't been that impressive, right?
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and brief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
I just remembered, it's because games have to work for people who don't have RTX video cards. I remember now. So the reason why so far ray tracing has not been like the main feature of any video game is because not everybody has the right graphics card. Yet. But maybe soon we're gonna get to the point where everybody has, or enough people have the right graphics card that they can make a game that is ray tracing only. That it can't work without ray tracing. And then they can make like full use of ray tracing mechanics in the game itself. Right? Because if you want to sell a game today, you need to sell it to as many people as possible, right? So you have to make it so that even people who people can play the game with ray tracing off and it wouldn't compromise the game. Right? At the moment it's still like that. I guess when more people have newer graphics card, that can change. Crap. Well, I just need somebody to like ignore all business sense and just make a game that is ray tracing only. Because there's a lot of like artistic things you can do if you don't have to worry about people not having ray tracing. Also, like, this is like, they redid all the textures. Look at the little bumpy bits, look at that. Look at these textures! Oh crap. Where? Oh, there, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay. Let me just let it expire. How long is it gonna take to expire? Forever, apparently. I know that as soon as I try to do it, it would expire. I should have done it. I should have done it before. God damn it, I could have done it before. I didn't want to do it. I swear. Does that ball not expire? Maybe it just doesn't expire. Crazy. This reflective black stuff and that ball of light. Look at the Look at that light. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that reflection. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so good. And then off the walls. That's not as good. Not here. There. And there. And then we still need to get over there. There. How do I do this again? I go... What a safe way to do that is to go back here every time. The unsafe way is just to like jump on the edge of the portal. Go there, right? And then I just have to get out there. One portal there. Am I ever gonna get a portable light source? I'm not, right? Damn it. Oh well.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls? It's true.
Shadows. Exploring the shadows a little bit. So this is a little bit lighter because there's a window there, right? Is it? That's lighter, right? Yeah, whereas on this side there's no window there and it's black. I mean, the difference is a little bit subtle, but you can see it. Global illumination means like how much light you have in a space depends on the surrounding lights and textures. So the light bounces into the space, right? So that side there is brighter than that side there. Although having said that, where is that? Where exactly is this shadow coming from? You see this? Where is this line coming from? That window there. And this line is that way. Okay, I see. So most of the light in this room is coming from those two windows. Right. Where am I going? Here. We do have a boss fight at the end of this against GLaDOS. Also, I might have to like take a break in halfway through the video, maybe a couple of times. I think I'll just upload the whole thing as one video.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck.
But I can't actually play this game in one setting. I mean, it's a little bit too long. Alright, let's knock you out first.
Target uh-oh. I don't blame you.
And then can we use this as a weapon? We don't need to.
Please put me down, sir. Hey. Are you still there? Put me down. Target malfunction. I don't hate you.
Right.
There you are.
Oh, is the game lagging? Hold on, did you see that? I just dropped some frames, didn't I? What is going on with the frame rates there? Hold on, I want to investigate this.
You still there? Nap time.
Why did the game lag? Oh, here? Huh. Some performance issues when I turn around real fast. Maybe it's the turrets, because this is like the first time it's.
Shutting down.
This is like the first time the game has had performance issues, right? I think maybe it's the turrets. Also, where's that laser coming from? Back there. Ah. Are these things lagging? Why would these things be lagging? Is there too much geometry? I'm looking at the edge of this thing. Can you... I don't see polygons, right? Like, you look at the edge of the curve. Is there too much geometry here? Like, why? Maybe there is. Hold on, when I... Like, you look away and then come back. Can we see, like, the polygons? Not really. Ah, crap.
Who are you?
Ow.
No hard feelings.
Don't mind me. Also, there's this back here. Oh! Oh, is that lagging? Maybe it's lagging back there. The cake is still a lie. This metal texture really is... Like, the game is really having a hard time doing this metal texture. Something is not right with this texture. And that's... What's going on there? Oh, this is portable. Well, I can't pick it up. But I can kick it around a little bit. It's reflective. It's supposed to be like a shiny metal. And the game seems to have trouble with that. Look at that. Look at the artifacts. And the buckets? The bucket lags? I mean... The fact that this lags is reducing my enthusiasm, it's curbing my enthusiasm for a noir ray tracing game, because it seems like once we get out of the simplicity of the test chambers, actually the ray tracing has quite a bit of trouble keeping up with this sort of geometry, this sort of complexity. Also, we got another RTX 4090 over there. Maybe the technology is not quite there yet. Oh, that looks good though, look at that. Look at how that glow bleeds onto the floor there. very cool. Alright, what are we doing here? We are...
Searching. Hey.
Ow. And then... I mean, I guess these are kind of portable light sources. What's that orange? Oh, that thing's opening and closing, I see. Dynamic lights. Dynamic colored lights. Maybe this is why it's lagging. Hold on, is this lagging? Yeah, no, this level's lagged a little bit. Not sure why. It could just be like too many light sources. How do I get past these guys again? There.
Are you still there?
Did I miss it? I missed it.
Searching. Searching. Activated. Hello. Are you still there?
Do the turrets provide any lights after they're... No, they don't. I guess I... Oh, wait a minute. Do they provide light when they're not deactivated? Not really, right? Alright, the next time I have a chance to pick up one of these things, can I use this as a torch? Maybe I should restart this level. Ow. Alright, can I use you as a torch? No. It doesn't emit light out the front. Look at it. Oh, that's a shame.
Searching. Hey. Hey. No hard feelings.
There and... Fail.
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
We still don't have a portable light source. And that last level lagged a little bit. This is kind of lagging a little bit too.
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Maybe it's just the size of the level. Wait, where did it... Okay, here it is. Oh, the companion cube doesn't glow.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber.
That's a
Please
shame.
take care of it.
Oh, they should have made this thing glow. They should have made this thing glow a lot. Imagine if the pink, like, it was like a glowing pink light. Missed opportunities.
The symptoms most commonly produced by Enrichment Center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and,
the wrong way?
in fact, cannot speak.
I was facing the wrong way. Oh no! Alright, where am I going?
The symptoms most commonly produced by Enrichment Center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucinations. The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, In fact, cannot speak.
I can do this, right? Right. Let me just check, like, where is it lagging? Everywhere. There? It's lagging that way. Alright, there, get up there. There. Oh, look at this light ball, isn't that great? And then here, I need to wait for it to come through. And then quickly get on the switch. There. Where is that yellow coming from? Oh, it's coming from these. Okay, it's this line of lights. Okay, I see. I mean, is it? Yeah, no. Look at the floor there. Look at the artifacts. So when you ask it to do a lot of reflections, it does take a while to calculate. Right? It's not quite real time.
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
They didn't update these textures. I guess it's too hard to do this, right? Is that new? No. Is it? Maybe. Alright. Where's the third? Oh, the third switch is there, right. I should put the portal there. Oops. I need to get up there. Alright, put one there. Put the other one there. And then hop across. Just looking at every light source, right? Look at the interaction of that light with the cube. Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that good? Oh, it's so good. Oh, look at that! 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 That's so good. So Portal RTX is RTX only, right? You can't play this without RTX. Yeah, like so we're looking at like what's possible with an RTX only game.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it cannot accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
Oh, that's weird. Did you see that? When the thing closes, it takes like 2 seconds for the orange glow to fade. I think the orange is way too bright.
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the Enrichment Center, Aperture Science employees, and all test subjects of any moral responsibility for the companion cube euthanizing process.
Because when the thing closes, you expect the light to turn off pretty much. Like you expect the glow to disappear immediately. But it takes like 2 or 3 seconds.
While it has been a faithful companion, your companion cube cannot accompany you through the rest of the test. If it could talk, and the Enrichment Center takes this opportunity to remind you that it cannot, it would tell you to go on without it because it would rather die in a fire than become a burden to you.
I mean, part of the problem is just the ray tracing is not real time. It's not quite real time. The other part of the problem, I think that orange light is way too bright.
Testing cannot continue until your companion cube has been incinerated.
it takes a while for the simulation to ramp it back down to the normal levels. Because if you imagine the light is like bouncing off surfaces, right?
Although the euthanizing process is remarkably painful,
when the thing closes,
Aperture Science engineers believe that the companion cube is most likely incapable of feeling much pain.
When the thing closes, it turns off the original light, but the bouncing light is still there, and then it has to calculate that going away, and then calculate that going away. So I think that's why it takes a while. It takes such a long time. Because it's so bright.
The companion cube cannot continue through the testing. State and local statutory regulations prohibit it from simply... You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
Yeah, it takes a long time for that to fade because how bright it is. Yeah, I mean, ray tracing. It's cool, but there's still little bits that aren't quite right with it. Right, like it's good, but it's not perfect.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Ooh, cake. Should I come back here? I forgot if I need to come back here for anything. I don't think so. My shadows are not very detailed, which is curious. I better not jump off there. Oh, I completely whiffed that.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Oh, come on.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
What did I do? The corner? Like, where is it safe? Right, I put it there before, and there's a hole in the ground there. And then... Oh, I should have gone straight through. Ah! Excuse me. miss. What? Where is... Hold on. Where is... You know what? Stop with that. Is that gonna hit him? Alright, good. Now you... Is that gonna hit him?
There you are. Searching. Goodbye. Sentry mode activated.
Oh, I remember now, you just put it where they're pointing, right? Okay, what am I doing? I am putting the ball... Oh, up there? And then... Oh, real? Okay. Alright. There. Right, like that, and then the elevator. That's on a timer though. Fail. What's the fastest way to get over there? I want to get out there first. Great. So as we're playing through these missions, it's clear that we know this, most of these are not designed with ray tracing in mind. Right? So most of these levels do not look particularly good, but they don't really take advantage of ray tracing. And it's almost like accidental or coincidental that some of these look really good with ray tracing. And if you design the game from scratch, you'd like the lighting design would be different. Whiffed. Ah, never mind. Never mind. Where am I going? Alright, let me think about this. Blue, orange, orange, and then orange. Blue, okay. Blue, orange, orange, blue. Where am I going? That way. Orange. There. Blue.
Well done. Be advised
Right.
that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center Electrical Safety Seminar.
I am anticipating that the boss fight will be very well done. I'm just guessing though. Could be wrong. The lighting, I mean, the ray tracing.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
Where's that? Oh, that's back there. Why is that so fast? Like the orange thing, maybe they can manually set the priority. Like the orange light is maybe like low priority, so it takes a long time to recalculate. Whereas the glowing ball here, the energy ball, maybe this is very high priority, and so it recalculates very fast. Look how fast that is, right? That's pretty much real time. This is pretty much real time, whereas the orange light, that thing there is not. Also, this is a point source, and that's an area source. Maybe the point source is much easier to, or much faster to calculate than area sources. Where am I going with this? Oh crap. Well, good enough. Am I doing this? Right? Oh, cake!
Congratulations. The test is now over. All Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye.
How realistic is that fire? Alright, what's the chance that I whiff this jump? Oh, no chance.
What are you doing? Stop it. You're pleased. that you made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going to murder you. We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success. Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party. Make no further attempt to leave the testing area. Assume the party escort submission position or you will miss the party.
Can I get to the party? Lie? No? Alright. So, very bright lights. Get up there. Oh, look at that! The fan is not making any shadows on the walls, look at that. Why is that? Like the fan in front of a light thing is a very noir trope. This is not doing anything at all. Look, there's no... It's not casting shadows. Why is that? Because the orange is an area light, right? This is disappointing. Right, the light in the fan and the light thing doesn't work. Where am I going? Ah, it's actually super bright, I can't see a thing. Oh, I'm going that way, okay, I see. What the? Oh, I completely whiffed. Ah, smoke? Okay, don't step that way. It's a wee bit laggy. Like I'm continuing to inspect the lighting effects. Can I pick that up? I can. And we do have kind of have real-time shadows. What happened? But like the shadow resolution is not perfect. It's just not quite real time, right? Oh, that's like a spotlight, isn't it? Put that there. Can I get the... Where's that? What's that orange coming? Oh, it's coming from there? What about that spotlight? The spotlight is... Oh, it's coming out... Is that the spotlight? That is. Oh, that's the spotlight there. Look at that. Yes! And then there's the spotlight. I'm never gonna get tired of the lighting through a portal thing. Oh, look at that spotlight coming through the portal. Yeah. Oh, spotlight. Spotlight. It never gets old. What? Spotlight through a portal. Oh, wait. Here, that fan has a light. Look, the fan casts a shadow. Also, the frame rate is awful here. Is it just me, or is the frame rate awful? Yeah, there you go. Well, what's going on there? So the reflections... Hold on. It's not... There's no reflection there. Look at that. This moves. There's a point source back there, right? And there's like a shadow... Oh... it's a point source right behind one of the fans. You don't actually get the shape of the fan. Or you kinda do. A little bit. No, the point source is... What is going on? So the circle is like there. The point source for the light is... Wait a minute. You see how the front of the light blade is lit? Right, you see how on that side, why is the front... The point source is like just behind the fan and above there, so that when the fan blades go past the light source, the light lights up the front of the fan blade, is that right? So this is fake lighting, right? They put the point source actually on the fan. They didn't put it behind the fan, they put it on the fan. And it doesn't do quite what you think it does. Because there's no reason why the front of the fan should be lit up. Unless... Where is that light? Yeah, no, this is not... Why did they do that? Why didn't they put the light just behind the fan? Or... Yeah, no, that's not... Yeah, this is fake lighting. They faked the setup. And it's weird. It is weird. That's not quite right if you look at it. Right, so from there you can see like it's behind the fan when it's up there, and it's in front of the fan when it's up here. So the light is just there. The light is just right there where the fan blades are. So that it lights up the back when it's there, and then once it goes past the light, it lights up the front. Like that. It's right there. And I don't know why. I don't know why they put it there instead of like further back. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Yeah, why would they do that? Is that a mistake, or did it... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But it definitely doesn't look right. Oh, hold on. So this flashing light here, let's come back here, put this the other portal. Oh, flashing light through the portal! I mean, of course it does. Of course it's gonna be a flashing light through a portal. Because ray tracing. And then like, I can cast my shadow. Oh, this is really good. You can already like imagine in your mind the noir video game with like high contrast lighting and shadows and yeah. Like instead of this being just like incidental, make like this sort of thing a central part of the gameplay. Yeah. But to do that you would have to design a whole new game and not like remake an old game. And also I swear my frame rate is not that good, which is a shame. I hope the video comes out okay. Like it looks okay on the recording, but you never know until you check the video, right? And then they didn't do it here, right? There's a... Well, I guess there's a spotlight there.
Hello?
Yeah, so here...
Where are you? I know you're there. I can feel you here. Hello?
The spotlight is in front of the fan, and so you don't have the fan casting the shadow there. Also, the spotlight is super bright. Look how bright that is. And, like, it's so bright that when you look at the light, everything else is pitch black. Crazy. Maybe this is too bright, that spotlight. Did I go on the wrong side? Doesn't matter. Oh. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is correct. They did this perfectly. Look, the light is behind the fan. The front of the fan is completely in the shadow. And this shadow is correct. They got it right here. No, they just didn't do it right on the other one. They do know how to do it. It's not that they didn't know how to do it, they just misplaced the light on the other one. Right? There's a fan in front of the light, and you can see the whole shadow of the fan on the ground here. Look, it's spinning around and around like this. Yes! Ray tracing. Dynamic shadows. In real time. And I think it has to be a point source. I think the area source lights are much slower than the point source lights. it's a great effect. The classic noir effect. Alright, how do I get out of here again? I forgot. Is it back there? No. I forgot where I'm going. Am I going on top of the tube? No. I'm oh, there? How do I go over there? Here. What's over here? Oh no, there. Why? Wait, what's this then? Oh, we just go into the office here. Oh, the projector. The projector. Can we play with the projector? I think we can't play with the projector because in the original Portal, there were no real-time shadows, so if you go in there and you stand between the projector and the screen, you wouldn't cast a shadow on the screen. And so in order for you not to see that in the game, they just don't let you interact with the projector like this. This is interesting. First of all, where is that light coming from? Doesn't make any sense. Secondly, the way glass works is whichever side is brighter, the light reflects back, and you can't, in the glare you can't see like this. The light reflects back. Whereas if the light is on the other side and it's dark on this side, then you can see out. So in fact, like the entire game, we've had these test chambers with observation rooms that are highly lit, like the inside of the observation room is highly lit. That actually doesn't work at all. The observation room has to be dark in order for them to see through the glass to see you, and then for on your side, because you're bright and they're dark, you can't see them. So this entire time, the Portal observation rooms actually are completely wrong. Because all the observation rooms in Portal so far is that the observation room inside the other side is bright, and they use that as a light source to light the test chamber, which actually doesn't actually make any sense. And when you put physics-based textures into the game, you realize just how it doesn't make any sense, because it looks like this. You can't observe anything. You're supposed to be able to observe the test chamber over there, but like the light reflects back and the glare prevents you from observing anything. It was wrong the whole time. It was always wrong. It was wrong from the original Portal. And before we put a physics-based glass texture on these windows, you wouldn't notice. It was wrong the whole time, you guys. It didn't actually make any sense. Right, like you can't see anything. You can't see anything out there. Where's that light coming from? Right, there's no light here. Yeah, nothing. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. They didn't change the lighting in this area. Alright, we have to get up there. I think. No? No, to get up there, I have to jump over there. Ah. Damn. Like, I just smashed my knee. Smashed my shin on that. Well, good thing I don't have real limbs in a video game.
What are you doing? You haven't escaped, you know. You're not even going the right way. Hello? Is anyone there?
What I'm doing, Gladys, is I am enjoying the light behind a fan trope. Ah, look at that, look at those shadows, look at those shadows. That's great. It's so noir. Also, this is like way too dark. Oh man, look at that glow. Like when you're in a bright in a dark space and you look out into a bright space. Oh, that looks really good. The lighting, I mean the textures are kind of gritty and disgusting, but but the lighting looks really good. We're going in there. Is the smoke lagging? No, that's just low res animation. Oh, bye. Oh, the glass is got. Oh, the glass is has a refraction. It's too clean. The glass is too clean. The glass is too clean. It doesn't look real. Yeah, no, the glass is way too clean.
Okay, the test is over now. You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake. It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back. Uh-oh, somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you, but they cut it anyway. There is still some left, if you hurry back.
That's a new texture? Hold on. This brushed steel texture. Look at that flicker. No, there's something. The game is really having a really hard time with this brushed steel texture. Look at it flicker like that. Yeah, no, everything else is working great except this particular texture. To get up there, right? I forgot how to do this. Oh, that's right. I have to get up here and then look back. There. And then like get up there. I wonder what's wrong with that texture. I mean, it looks okay if it's not moving. If the light's not moving like that, it looks okay. But like the artifacts at the edges. Wait, what? Up there? But how do I get up there?
You're not even going the right way. Where do you think you're going? Because I don't think you're going where you think you're going. Hello?
Alright, where am I going? Up there? And I have to... basically dodge all of these things. Oh, it's safe to go up there.
Didn't we have some fun, though? Remember when the platform was sliding into the fire pit and I said goodbye, and you were like, and then I was all, we pretended we were going to murder you. That was great.
I am going...
Is anyone there?
there? Up there. This part of the game turns into... find the... find the really obscure thing to put the portal on. How does this help? I have to get up. It doesn't help. Where do I stick the portal? I have to flick myself up there, right? Right. Not like that. I have to flick myself up there. Right. Alright, so I have to put the thing there. Oh. There you go.
You really shouldn't be here. This isn't safe for you. It's not too late for you to turn back. I'm not angry. Just go back to the testing area.
And then... how high can we go? Get me out of here. And then this says down there, right? What's over here? Nothing. There's a bright light up there, though. Again, there's a little bit of shimmering on that texture. The glass is a little bit too clean. Like it's pretty much invisible.
You should have turned left before. It's funny, actually, when you think about it. Someday we'll remember this and laugh, and laugh.
seem to remember there's still a long way to go. I said I wasn't gonna do this in one sitting, and I probably shouldn't, but I feel like we're almost there. Even though it's really late where I am. Do I go down or across? Down, I guess.
Target
Ow.
lost. I don't hate you. Active. Searching. Who's there? Are you functioning? Critical error. Who are you? Target exposed.
Right. And then we get out. Get out. How do we get out? Wait a minute, how do I get out? Definitely supposed to get out here, but I don't see... There? Okay.
You're not a good person. You know that, right? Good people don't end up here. Can you hear me?
Hello. Target lost.
Is that thing actually... Alright, it's not actually
Are you still there?
gonna shoot at me. Is this thing... It's not a torch. I can't... Wait, it is a torch. Is it glowing, or is it just... No, it's just the HDR lighting.
Searching.
Alright, no. The turret does not emit any light.
Sleep mode activated. Is anyone there?
And where am I going? Up there? But how?
Activated. Searching.
I have to... How do I get up there? Let's get onto the pipe. Oh, onto the pipe.
Searching. I don't hate you.
We're going up, although there's this space which doesn't do anything for us.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this. I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you.
Yeah, so the floor lighting?
I'm going to kill you, and all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
Floor lighting, super weird, right? Up lights, super weird. You would never have this in any sort of office. Because imagine if somebody puts a chair there and just sits on it, and then you just block all the light. And as I said before, like, lighting from the bottom makes people's faces look really, really weird. Yeah, no, I don't know why there's floor lighting here. It doesn't make any sense. I like architecturally, in terms of like just lighting design, makes no sense. All right, so this missile. It kind of does. Oh, it is a moving light source. Where do I go with this again? We go here. Unfortunately, these spaces are really small. And so we don't really get to see the moving light very much. I mean, a little bit. Oh, did I need the... I needed... No, I needed the... You blow up the tube to get a box. Well, you're supposed to blow up the tube to get a box, but what I used to do, because I can't figure it out, I just grab a chair and I jump on the chair. And that also works, actually. What are those chairs? This lighting in the vent doesn't really make sense. I don't need the cube, do I? Look at that glowing cube, though. Looks pretty good. Can I use it as a torch? Kind of. Like, you can see how the you can see it glowing a little bit in the dark like that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Up there. Wait. But this is a trap because we have turrets. I have to activate them, don't I? I have to get up there first. And then we knock them all down.
I don't blame you. Hey. There you are. Are you still there? Are you
Ow.
shutting down?
And then back there.
Uh-oh. Malfunction. Critical error. Hey. Significant error. No
And where are
hard
these?
feelings. Put me down. Please put me down.
Alright, drop those guys. And then, oh, there's one more. Get further back.
Help.
Great. And then... Can't get up there. I think the turret bounced me out. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm supposed to put a portal. Can I get up there? Am I supposed to get up there? I am, right? Hold on.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Lost. Critical error.
And then I get up here. Right. And then... What? How do I really have to... Can I... Wait a minute. What's that? Oh. Okay. Right, we do get up here. I keep trying to run, but there's no run. That's a crouch. This is final boss, right? Alright, final boss time. Let's see how the lighting looks in here. Also, like, super laggy for me.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far is my heart. Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not the surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself. Because you'll be dead.
It's a little bit laggy,
I
first
wouldn't
of all.
bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse, somehow.
Did they fake the lighting? It looks
I
like
don't want to tell you your business, but if
everything
it were me,
is
I'd
just
leave that thing
uniformly
alone.
lit somehow. I mean, it's
Do
possible
you
that
think I'm
all of
trying to trick
those
you with reverse psychology? I mean,
and that
seriously now.
is providing enough light to make the space look like this.
Okay, fine. Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me.
Like, it looks a little too bright. There's
Let's
little,
be honest.
there's not enough
Neither one of
contrast.
us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later.
It looks like there's not enough contrast. It looks like it should be much darker
That
up
thing is
there.
probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it.
Oh man, I think this
Maybe
is so
you should
bright that
marry
it's
that
lagging
thing
my
since you
game.
love it so much. Do you want to marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel?
Why
Have
is
I
the
lied
lighting
to you?
so
I mean,
flat?
in this room? Trust me, leave that thing alone. Where are you taking that thing? I am being serious now. That crazy thing is not part of any test protocol.
Lighting's really flat here, and I'm not sure why. Oh my god, glass
Just ignore that
floors.
thing and stand still. Think about it. If that thing is important, why don't I know about it? You're kidding me. Did you just stuff that aperture science thing we don't know what it does into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that— Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Huh. That core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses.
Oh, that thing is...
If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me, it'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin. Alright, keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing. Killing you and giving you good advice aren't mutually exclusive.
Good.
That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit.
Who are you?
It made shoes for orphans.
Oh, what's that?
Nice job breaking it, hero.
That thing has numbers on it.
The mist on the floor looks okay.
This isn't brave. It's murder. What did I ever do to you? The difference between us is that I can feel pain.
Is that a gun?
You don't even care, do you?
This
think you're doing
actually
some damage?
doesn't look that good.
In base 4, I'm fine. I let you survive this long because I was curious about your behavior. Well, you've managed to destroy, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now. I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed.
What
There
the-
was even going to be a party for you. A big party
there?
that all your friends were invited to. I invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends, because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable. Liked by no one. A bitter,
Yeah, no, the
unlikable
lighting is
loner whose
way
passing
too
shall
flat
not be
here.
mourned, shall not be mourned. That's exactly what it says. Very formal. Very official. It also says you were adopted. So that's funny. Neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
Kidding.
When I said deadly neurotoxin, the deadly was in massive sarcasm quote.
Wait.
I could take a bath in this stuff, put it on cereal, rub it right into my eyes. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
Oh, it's swinging around.
You, on the other hand, are going to find it funny.
Alright. And
Who's gonna make the cake when
then...
I'm gone? You. Look, you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival? Well then, the last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have
hold
your
on.
brain scanned.
I wanna, like, do
permanently backed
that.
up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here,
Alright.
I'll put you on. That's you. That's her dummy sound. You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where
The
did your
lights
life
are pretty
go
much
wrong?
static,
Are
aren't
you
they?
trying to escape?
There's basically
Things have
no
changed
dynamic
since
lights.
Last time you left the building. What's going on?
This is kinda disappointing.
We're back in here. I have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the Unless you have a plan for building some simple computer parts in the Bay.
This place isn't going to be safe much longer. Your job on that, by the way.
Oh, hey, the game's completely failing there. The animation's completely failing. Uh-oh. That's not the ray tracing's fault, right? That's just the game's fault. The final animation there kind of messed up the keyframes, I guess. Alright, the final boss wasn't as cool as I thought. I thought they would like do something special with dynamic lights. Oh, that's odd. Why is there a shadow on the horizon like that.
Assuming the party at current submission position.
Oh, that's not right. This lighting's not right. What happened? It was so good until we got to GLaDOS, and then it's like, oh, we just didn't do any of the lighting in the final boss or the final cutscene. Uh, did they run out of time? Did they just not? Oh, okay. I'm still. Did the game just crash? The game might have, like my. Oh, oh no! I'm stuttering here. The game might have just stopped doing. I hope I don't hard crash. It looks like the. Oh no! Here we are. Okay, we didn't hard crash. And this is moving way. Look how fuzzy this is. This is moving way too fast for the ray tracing to catch up. Oh. Can't do it. Can't do it. No. That's like this is. The game was going like this is still ray trace, by the way. You can see the reflections and the specular and everything on the lights and everything. Oh, ray traced cake. Oh, like yeah, no, this is still ray trace. You can see how when the lights turn on, it adjusts a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Because the song is copywritten, so I'm not gonna play the song. Oh, there's bonus maps. Hold on. Anyway, before I go to the bonus maps, so what is it? How should I summarize? Ray tracing has so much potential, and like in my head, I can imagine like a game like everything's ray traced. Like I said, like a noir game, high contrast, bright lights, deep shadows, dynamic lights with colors, like cyberpunk at night, like Blade Runner, you know, like Ghost in the Shell, like cyberpunk, and everything is great lighting, and I can imagine it, but at the same time, playing through Portal, you can see there's still issues, right? The lighting is a little slow, especially on the area lights. On the point sources, it's pretty good. Area sources is like it's slow and like it's a little bit fuzzy. Maybe I just need a better graphics card. Maybe like we just kind of plow through it with more advanced hardware. Um, yeah, like there's a lot of potential, but you can still see there are bits that are not quite right. So, I mean, I appreciate that Nvidia is making progress with RTX, and I expect as they keep working on it, it'll get better over time. But yeah, I look forward to the day when somebody does something spectacular with RTX, with ray tracing. I think maybe they ran out of time because like the final boss and the final cutscene, they just I don't think they did any lighting for that. They didn't do any RTX for that, I don't think. And in a way, I can kind of understand because it would be the most difficult. First of all, like getting like the boss fight, it has to function. So it has to be visible enough that you can fight the boss. And secondly, you want it to look spectacular. You want to show off all of your ray tracing tricks. But they didn't do any of that, right? You want like shadows and moving colored lights, and like, you want to like show everything. But they didn't do anything. So it has to function in the sense that you have to know what's going on and be able to fight the boss. Like you can't have like flashing lights everywhere that you can't even see anything, then you can't fight the boss. As a function, I wish it looks good, but it didn't look good. And it almost looked like they just didn't do anything there. Like they literally didn't do any lighting there. Like the textures were all kind of just diffuse textures. There weren't any reflecting textures. There weren't any specular bits. There weren't any shiny bits. Yeah, I think maybe they just didn't have the time. Like, and it happens with a lot of video games, right? Like you make the game and you work on it, you work on it, and then the boss says, "All right, that's the deadline," and you're like, "Well, we need like another month to finish the boss fight," and the boss says, "Nope, that's the deadline," and all right, we're gonna ship it, and then you just ship the thing unfinished, and that's what this looks like. And given that Portal RTX is free, if you have Portal, then RTX is like this version is free. They don't get any money from this, so you know, okay. They shipped it unfinished, but it's not like I paid any money for it, so I can't complain. Um, oh, I wish they had like a showcase though. Anyway, let's go into the bonus maps. Maybe the showcase is in the bonus maps. No, this is the original Portal bonus maps. Alright, no, this is not an RTA showcase. This is just a... not an RTX showcase. This is just advanced Portal maps. Alright, never mind. We don't have... I wish there was more. I wish there was like more ray tracing. I wish like we had a portable light. And I wish I could like have just a room with objects in it with portable lights. I can just move the lights around to look at the colored lighting. Portable colored lights. Anyway. That's Portal with RTX. I really think there's a lot of potential, but maybe it's like a couple of years in the future before we see like really spectacular things. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna end this video here. Ray tracing.